A career with Canada's military police is a job in law enforcement, providing policing, investigative and security services to the Department of National Defence and the Canadian Forces.
My name is Leading Seaman Brent Austin, and I'm a policeman, just like a civilian law enforcement officer. That means it's my duty to protect the men, women, and children on this base. It's exciting work, and we're passionate about what we do. The key difference between our work and the work of civilian police officers is that we're part of the Canadian Forces. So we look after military establishments and military equipment. And our assignment can be anywhere in the world where there's a Canadian Forces or a Canadian diplomatic presence. We're very well equipped. The tools of the trade are the latest and most sophisticated. Small arms, portable communications equipment, including a satellite phone, cell phone, or tactical radio system. And also some of the more traditional equipment, baton, pepper spray, handcuffs. This laptop can be used anywhere and helps me fight crime with tools like the Security and Military Police Information System and links to the Canadian Police Information System. On duty, the laptop connects to my vehicle in seconds, where I can get hooked up instantly. Vehicle equipment includes radar, and our vehicles are state-of-the-art. Surveillance equipment includes this in-car video camera system and a microphone wired to my body, which allows me to record all vehicle stops and provide evidence in court cases.
Proper gear is an essential part of law enforcement, but that's not the whole story.
This job takes integrity. It takes judgment, it takes great communication skills, and the ability to make the right decisions on the spot. You're constantly learning. Things can happen very fast, so you have to be able to arrive on the scene of a crisis, size it up, and be able to take control.
Is this your vehicle?
You also have to be analytical, thinking and observing all the time. That's the nature of police work. Being in the military police is a job you can be proud of. You're part of the military community, you're part of the Canadian Forces, and you're part of the fraternity of law enforcement. We're the 7th largest police force in Canada. It's a great career, but it begins with the basics. First, I applied and qualified for entry into the Canadian Forces. That meant meeting the minimum education requirements and specific selection standards, and passing fitness and health tests. From there, it was on to complete the basic recruit training course. It's a real introduction to life in the military. In no time flat, you begin to think in military terms and get a sense of military culture. You're also exposed to military discipline, procedures, and skills. For me, this was my first experience with small arms and other basic military equipment, and that was really interesting. As a group, we all worked hard to get our fitness levels to the point where we could pass the endurance and fitness tests. We learned some new and useful skills from some great trainers. The standards are high, and they really stress the importance of teamwork. Not everybody makes it through, but when you do get to graduation day, it's an awesome feeling. You've already accomplished something to be proud of, and you've met people who will be friends for life. After basic training, it was on to the Canadian Forces Military Police Academy, where we learned the fundamentals you need as a law enforcement professional. We were instructed on the enforcement of statutes and regulations, how to investigate a crime, how to process a crime scene, and how to apply emergency response and safety techniques. The high-quality training never stops, though, and that's one of the best parts of the job. You're continually learning new policing techniques, how to use new equipment, and changes in the law and how to apply the law to your work. As an MP, your work environment is essentially every square inch of your base, or a given area of the posting that you're assigned to. That means working indoors and outdoors, on foot or in any number of vehicles, on patrol or investigating. And you know what? That's perfect for me, because I love to be on the move. In a patrol section, we're scheduled onto a shift, and we do patrolling anywhere from 8 to 12 hours at a time, night or day, over a 5 to 7 day period. Being on patrol is not just about driving around and reacting to problems. It's about a proactive community presence, enforcement, traffic, security, community policing, all of it. It's your eyes, your ears, and your sixth sense. Another thing we do is investigate crimes. For some, this is the most interesting part of the job. Being on a crime scene, putting things together, and being sure to do it efficiently and properly. Criminal investigation also means some surveillance. plainclothes work, and other types of security work. And you really need to know your military and civilian law. One of the most exciting parts of a career in Canada's military police is that you can be employed in air, sea, or land environments. You could be working in airfield security, on board a ship, or you may be part of a mission anywhere in the world. That means taking your knowledge in law enforcement and using it in completely different settings, situations, and cultures. No other police work even comes close to that kind of experience. What would I say to a young person considering a career in law enforcement? I'd say, be an MP. Yes, it's challenging, and yes, it's not without its risks. But every day is different, and it's really rewarding. Add to that the fact that you can travel all over the world, and the fact that you're a peer of every other police officer in this country, it all adds up.